Well, I think it's very difficult to remove Najib due to the structure of the ruling party, UMNO. The only way to remove him is he voluntarily resigns or a special party election is held to vote him out. At the present moment, the three key groups in UMNO, the first group are the divisional chiefs, and they're solidly behind Najib as far as we can tell. The second group are the tycoons in Malaysia. As far as I can tell, about half of them do support Najib. The other half thinks that they have to get rid of Najib because the way the economy is heading. And finally, the third group are the conservative group, the conservative rural Malay voters in the rural areas. As far as I can tell, this group is also supporting Najib. So it will be quite hard to remove Najib unless it can be shown conclusively that he is involved with one NDB and the money was in his own personal account.
And whether they can prove that, James, and you just mentioned that, of course, he can't be forced from this position, but it's going to cost Barisan Nasional politically because, I mean, what happened in 2013 was the worst election result in the history of Barisan Nasional. You know, if he stays in this position, surely it's going to cost them even further come the next election.
Yes, well, everything hinges on the three separate investigations into this affair. If the money really went into his account and he is the account holder, it is quite clear that he'll be forced to resign. But in any case, by the end of this year, I predict that UMNO will decide one way or the other whether to keep Najib or they'll find a new leader. The problem with UMNO politics is that it is all driven by money and contracts, and it's very difficult to remove Najib without disturbing the contracts. The second complication, of course, is that his predecessor, Mahathir, wants him out. And many people are fearful that if you do get rid of Najib, you will find Mahathir coming back to power through a proxy. And many people in Malaysia, including the Malay middle class, are afraid of this.
Yeah, but James, is Prime Minister Najib losing public support? I understand what you're saying in terms of the political structure. It's hard to get rid of him. But what about the public side of this?
Well, when you talk about public support for Najib or for the regime, basically you're looking at the public in the urban areas. And it is true, Barisan Nasional and Najib has been losing support in the urban areas. But the way the politics work in Malaysia is that it is decided by the rural areas. It is not decided by the people in the urban areas. So that is the reason why in the last general elections, although the opposition won the popular vote, they did not form the government because the majority of the seats in Malaysia is in the rural areas and in Sabah and Sarawak.